If you're petite like I am, you are going to love these 4 petite brands you've probably never heard of. Hey, welcome to my YouTube channel. If you're new, I help women over 40 have fun with fashion and feel confident in their style. So I get a lot of questions about shopping online for those of us who are outside of the standard size range that we typically see on most websites. So whether you're petite or whether you're tall or whether you're plus, I plan to do a video for each of those size categories. I happen to fall into the petite size category. At 5'3", I am squarely in the petite size range. However, one of the things I wanted to encourage you, regardless of your size classification, is to pay attention to your own unique measurements, of course, and your own unique proportions. So, for example, even though I'm petite and very petite at, well under 5'4", I am not petite in my legs necessarily. Most of my length in my body is in my legs, and I have a shorter upper half of my body. Because of that, petite tops are always a really good option for me, but I don't always have to find petite bottoms. Sometimes petite bottoms, believe it or not, can be a little bit too short. One of my only claims to fame in the height department is back in college when I bought a pair of jeans in a Gap size long. And I remember thinking, if at 5'3" I can wear long jeans, what are the tall girls wearing? But really, my length is in my legs. So pay attention to really where you are most petite. If you're balanced vertically and your top and bottom half are about the same, then you're probably going to want to wear petite tops and bottoms. But if you've got longer legs, maybe you wear regular bottoms and petite tops. If you've got a longer torso, maybe you wear regular tops and petite bottoms. So that's just something to keep in mind when you're shopping for petites, or for any clothes. You want to know what your lengths are vertically that are going to work for you. Okay, so let's get started. I'm so excited about these sources because they're so different than what we've already known as petites and where we've already shopped as petites. So we all know that you can get amazing petite options in a variety of our favorite retailers. Nordstrom has a great petite selection. Madewell, J. Crew, Draper James has some great petite pieces, and Gal Meets Glam, which is Julia Engel's collection, have some great petite pieces. And both of the women behind those collections, Reese Witherspoon and Julia Engels, are both petite, so that totally makes sense. And there are a lot of our favorite retailers that will have ASOS, Anthropologie. Did I say Anthropologie already? ASOS, Boohoo, Misguided, some of the trend stores, Topshop, H&M, Target. They all have petite pieces and petite collections. So of varying degrees, right? So some of them will be extensive and they'll have a lot of things in petite sizes, and some of them will just have a few pieces in petite sizes. But the difference that you can experience in going to an exclusively petite retailer, it's just a different shopping experience. And I love seeing the references to models that are my height and my size, and really being able to visualize what something is going to look like on me. So you're not just seeing it on a tall model and having it available in a petite size. You're seeing it on a petite model, and that can really make the difference in really feeling confident making a purchase, especially when you're buying something that might be a little outside of your comfort zone, or a style that you might not have tried before and you're buying it online. Those are all tricky things to get past, right? So seeing them on petite models and in a site that's really aimed at us is so refreshing. Okay, so let me share some of these amazing sources with you. The first one is called Bon Petite. So Bon Petite features affordable petite essentials. I love their basics. They've got a lot of great go-to pieces, and it's just a fun place to get wardrobe updates for the season, as well as those tried and true basics. I'm going to compare a pair of pants across the board at all 4 of these retailers so you can kind of see the difference. So the Gloria culotte pant is $89 at Bon Petite. Now what I love is I really like this culotte trend. It can be very hard for those of us as petites to pull it off because a lot of the culottes in stores are gargantuan. Like they have so much volume. volume, and they're so flowy, and they're long and wide and all the things. But when you're finding a pair that's really scaled down and created for petites, you're going to find that it's a lot more flattering. So the Gloria Culotte pant at Bon Petite is $89. The next site I want to talk about is called Petite Dressing. What I love about this site is that it's got looks from petite bloggers, it's got lots of inspiration, it's got outfit ideas. It's sort of a full petite resource as well as a store. Their Alyssa Petite Flare is $89. So same price as the Bon Petite. I like the fact that this is a petite flare. Again, this can be a really hard silhouette to shop for as a petite. I had a client who was 5'4" and had a really cool boho style and really wanted a pair of bell-bottom or dramatic flared pants, and I can't tell you how hard we had to search to find a pair of flared pants for her, because if you're going to hem a pair of flared pants, you're going to lose the flare, especially if they're cut for a woman who's 5'8" or 5'9". You cut that flare off, all of a sudden you don't have bell bottoms anymore. You just have these awkward pants. So I love Petite Dressing. It's a fun place to go get inspiration as well as, like I said, outfit ideas, cool new styles. And the Alyssa Petite Flare is $89. Okay, the next site I want to talk about is Stature. Stature is a little bit edgy, and unlike these other stores, it carries a wide array of contemporary designers. So it's also the most expensive of the bunch. So a lot of brands like Rachel Cummey, it carries a brand called Loop, L-O-U-P, a lot of just really contemporary, slightly edgier, urban feeling designers. And so it's a great place to go for unique pieces that you may never have considered otherwise, if you didn't see them in a petite size. So fun place to try things like jumpsuits and cool flowy dresses, and just all the fun fashion-y pieces are available at Stature. I also really like the name. I think Stature is such a cool name for a petite site. Like I said, edgier, lots of designers, a little bit more expensive. Their Loop Tony jeans are $179. So a little bit on the higher end, and pieces there run up to $500. When I took a quick look today, I saw a really cool two-piece sweater outfit from Rachel Cummey that was, I think, $475. So definitely a little bit more expensive, but really cool, unique pieces for petite sizes at Stature. The last place I want to talk about is Petite Studio. Petite Studio has a really cool storefront in Soho, but it was founded by petite women, and they have just a beautiful selection of clothes in all petite sizes. And what's cool about Petite Studio is that they have a really broad selection, and they really know what they're doing when it comes to choosing silhouettes and styles that suit petites. Like I said, the founders are petite, so you can see that in their selection of pieces. They know what's going to be most flattering to petite women. And just a quick disclaimer, petites come in all different body types, right? You can be petite and plus, you can be petite and, style dial 2, or you can be petite and style dial 1, or, all the different body types that I talk about. We're just referring to a height here, right? But you're not necessarily going to be a size 0 if you're a petite, or you're not going to be a size, 20 if it comes in we come in every single size and shape, but we all share that height in common. So anyway, Petite Studio really has great basics and trend pieces for petite women, and they really know what they're doing when it comes to petites. So their Talia pants are $79. So Petite Studio carries its own pieces, its own designs, and I like that when you've started shopping from them regularly, you really get a sense of what's going to work for you from that store, and it just becomes a go-to trusted source for petite styles. So I hope that was helpful. I will list a lot of my favorite petite brands. I actually have a catalog for I call it special sizes. And that's for all of us who fall outside of a standard size range. So again, whether you're petite, you're plus, you're tall, you've got a full bust, a small bust, short torso, long torso, I've got all of that in this catalog. Some of my favorite places to shop for all of these different size categories that we find ourselves in. I believe that we're all fearfully and wonderfully made. We are all unique, and I want us to all celebrate our bodies and the way that they were made. So this is just a way of shopping intentionally for your size category and finding things that are going to make you feel beautiful right off the bat. I'll never forget my frustration back in the day, and I actually one of the sources in this catalog, I'm going to ramble for a second, is called the Petite Bridal Company. But I remember trying on bridal dresses when I was when I was getting married, trying to find a wedding dress at a conventional wedding dress shop. And at 5'2" and very small boned, it was very hard for me to get an idea of what these dresses were going to look like on me. So I love that we have more options than ever for those of us who fall into the petite size category. To just kind of celebrate where we're at and to feel like, oh, these are clothes that are made for me, and I don't have to work really hard for these clothes to look good on me. They're already going to look good on me. So a lot of times we blame ourselves when things don't fit. We feel like something is wrong with us when things don't fit. And that's the problem is with the clothes. The problem is not with your beautiful and perfect design. So I strongly believe that if we shop at some of these stores that are doing such a good job of catering to us as petite women, we will feel more validated and more beautiful and more willing to celebrate our unique petite size. So let's celebrate these petite brands and shop at these petite brands so that they can stick around and continue to serve us for years to come. I hope that was helpful. Like I said, I have a lot more petite resources and plus and tall and all the other things in my catalog below in the description box. And I would love to hear where are your favorite sources for finding beautiful, polished, stylish, trendy, classic, all of the petite things. Where are your favorite sources? I can't wait to hear in the description or in the comments below. Let me know what your go-to shopping sources are. If you have any questions, of course, please share them in the comments. I would love to hear from you. I want to know where my petite ladies are at. Let me know that you're here and that you want to see more petite videos. If you do, I'm happy to do more of these for you. As always, thank you so much for watching this video. Don't forget to hit the subscription button. It's a little red button that will let you know when I upload new videos every Tuesday, every Friday. The notification bell, you'll get a little alert when I upload my new videos. And of course, hit the like button. Thank you so much, and I will see you in my next video.